The way back to God is through self-realization. Without self-realization, you cannot step forward because you are not knowing in which direction you are to go. So, a lot of people, what they are telling different things than this thing, the positive life. These are full of magic, these are full of other things, these are full of astral beauties. This is no spirituality, as I told you. If we believe the one word of the Christ, we can go back home. Christ has warned us, where the world philosophy ends, there the religion starts. So world philosophy does not end with the end of this world, with the end of this physical body, because still there are two earths. One is a astral earth, then there is a causal earth. Earth is earth. So these three worlds, they are controlled by the negative power, and within the cause and effect there is no heaven that is taught by the Christ. So the heaven that is taught by the Christ, that is above the cause and effect of the world. When you really cross the three worlds, the cause and effect of the world, then there is a heaven that is taught by the Christ power, not below that. You can read it very carefully, that this is a place of the goddesses of Taras, and they are subject to transmigration, they are subject in coming and going, they are bound to the man, they serve the mankind, they are within us, they are the servant of this holy body. So, no exception to the rule. In the three world, it is only a magic play of the negative power. It is a magic play of the negative power. So, what is that magic play? Which has no sense. It is only a food for the mind. Mind sees something and it starts to dance, and nothing in your hand. As I told you yesterday, just like a firework, during night time, you have very brilliant light, many sceneries in firework, but within a moment there is nothing. There is only a heap of dust that remains there. So similarly, those who take these sceneries into the heart, they are affected. And those who do not take it, they are not affected with it. So people get mad only due to these miracles. There are a lot of people who have no equipoise stage. They do not know how to control this man body. They do not know because they are directly under the clutch of the mind. So what is that equipoise stage? You are God intoxicated, but no one knows you are intoxicated. Who could know Christ? Who could know all other competent masters? They were just men like us, and they were totally connected with the God power. When one is connected with the God into action power, he has minimized all his things to zero. His work in the world is very equipoise stage. He creates a normal state, a universal thing in you. His purpose is very definite and very accurate, because you will remain in the body, yet you will be above the body consciousness. You are in the world, yet you are out of the world. So those experiences which we are getting in the astral and the causal plane, they are only bound with the physical body. So they create outward actions. A reaction of everything is there. So mind is not controlled, intellect is not controlled, senses are not controlled. So the negative power does it in the outward expression. So the master power does it in the inward expression. He will take your soul inside. He will show you the way inside. So his purpose is very unique. It is an equipoise stage. So there is an eternal happiness. That means millions of such happiness cannot be tallied, cannot be equalized with that happiness, which is the eternal happiness within. Because then you are above the three worlds. So in this way, it is that experience which Christ had given to all his followers. As I told you yesterday, never in the history a master had created a disciple. No, he would never create a disciple. He says, my master is the same and your master is the same. We are the conscious co-worker of the divine plan. He creates some conscious people around him and tell them, become the ambassador of truth. And then, and if we really become the ambassador of truth, what will be the result? We are one with him. We start to work for him and then we are very close to that power. So all masters, they created the conscious people around them. So our purpose is now to become conscious. And this is the real teaching of the Jesus Christ. And this is the real teaching of all masters like Guru Nanak, Kabir and Sant Kirpal Singh. Now I tell you a little bit about Sant Kirpal Singh. His reference needs no, special praises, because he did whatever all other masters did. He gave the very practical experience which everybody want. Anyone who came, he said, sit and see. Provided one is receptive, he has analyzed that this is the highest thing, he would give the practical experience to them. So he did. And what the master gives, he has three qualities in him. He will give you that experience which all holy scriptures proclaim. And then he will guide you within and outside also, throughout your life. And at the time of death, he will stand by you just to take you back. He will not leave you in this world. He will take you back to home eternal. And there are thousands such examples in the world. Those who have one time given that experience means you are reborn. When you come in contact with this holy light, you are in the midway, you are having this experience, and that will make you perfect while you are in the world. So what will happen? That you become a perfect person while in the body. You can analyze all those things, then you can overcome all your difficulty. Then you finish with all this give and take process. Because our concern with this man body is to give and take. Why it is given to us? Because we owe a much to our master. We owe much to this world. This is why we have come into this man body, just to pay off this debt. Master tells us that this man body is a capital given to us. And this world is a big market. And we are the trader in this man body. What we have to do, we have to undertake a very beautiful business just to pay off all the debts. That is our purpose. So we have come into this world to pay off all the debts. If you clear it, you are free from the world. You are free from the judgment. Gift is in the hand of the giver. When he gives a clearance chit, that okay, this soul is clear, now it is fit for to go back home. And from that moment, we have the millions of happiness together, because our soul rejoices with all love, with all beauty, because then this soul is able to see its glory. Now I tell you, people claim to have something from different masters. But sorry to say, their angle of vision is not changed. Their life is not changed. They have no purity in thoughts, deeds and actions. Because all that they have got is on the level of mind. And those people who are going within into the astral and the causal plane, causal plane, nobody is going there because they cannot get rid of the astral plane. When people are going into the astral plane, these are the astral diseases. What are diseases? Diseases of the mind are the astral diseases, and people are affected. They do not control their activities. Mind leads them where it likes. So that has become a condition. So there are many, many things which seems to be miracle that is within the approach of the man. So these miracles, all that what is going in the world's various tricks and this mesmerism and all that, that makes us wonder, it is only an act of the negative power. Because you are not getting anything out of it. Your life has not changed. You do not know how to rise above the body consciousness. You do not learn to die before death. You want that experience with which you must rise above this physical body, and you should have that experience which happens at the time of death. That is what we want. If that is given somewhere, well and good, but it is given. It is the grace of the God power. As I told you yesterday, that there is only one creator, one master of the whole creation. So this is the Christ power, master power, God power. As I told you, who is the Christ power? Jesus and Christ, they were two. Jesus was the Son of Man, on whose pole the Christ power worked. And Christ lived before Jesus. Christ is the power which has no beginning, no end. And he has created the whole creation, and this sustains the whole body, all human body. So our contact with the Christ power is direct and independent. So then who is the master? It is said that there is only one creator and he is the master. But where you find him? Where the world philosophy and there the religion start. When you rise above the cause and effect of the three world, there you can have the experience of that. There is the holy light. This holy light and the music of the sphere that prevails every day, you enter into that sphere, that is the heaven that was taught by the Christ. This is the first step, we enter into the heaven that is taught by the Christ. That starts where this world philosophy ends, from there it starts. And people have forgotten. It is not due to the fault of any masters. It is due to fault of our ignorance. Because we have not learnt it. We are not taught in this way. It is not the fault of, I would say, of human beings. Everybody wants to have the God intuition power to see. But who are in fault? They paid preacher. Alas, those masters who are doing with it, they are befooling all of us. That is they are doing. Everybody wants to come in contact with it, but nobody gets it because he said when Christ came into the world, how many were there? He was the one. When Guru Nanak came, how many came along with him? He was the one. So this power mainly came as one, I tell you. Hardly there were two. History tells us that but they were one in two bodies. Their work was one. Master power worked in two bodies, but their function was one. But most of the time, this power always remained as one in the world. So there were 100,000 those who attacked this power. They say, no, he is not telling the right thing. He is diverting our attentions. But to our fortune, now we have the Holy Scriptures. Their experiences are with us. Nobody can befool us because we see their experience must become our experience. So we are not afraid of the consequences because they tell us, believe the testimony of the masters because they speak only what they had seen and not things those he had not seen. So we should believe those holy scriptures. We should try to gather all those practical things, potent things, positive things which we need for our life. That is our real subject. You can become a true Christian. You can teach this Christianity in the whole world because then you are the right one. You are in the body, but you are a universal person. You can spread your thoughts everywhere because these are potent and positive. And there may be winds, many storms may come. You are potent and positive, you are above everything. Because your purpose, even yourself is fully attached with the God into action power. You are a lighthouse unto others. So such is the teaching which is being destroyed in the world for lack of right understanding. We are not. Right understanding is within us. But who is responsible to get it? But there is somebody who is responsible to give it. If that is not given, even yearning we don't have. And without a yearning, nobody can know. Angle of being is changed when you know what is what. Otherwise, without knowing, without using the discriminating power, nobody can have the yearning. So in the Holy Scripture it is said, without a competent master, even yearning is not there. When yearning is not there, there cannot be ruling passion in us. So then how we can attain this purpose? So blessed are those who come in contact with the pole, with the lighthouse. And Master come to create all of you a lighthouse. There is no high, there is no low, I tell you. We are all one. We are all reading in one and the same class. That is what Guru Gobind Singh did, what is Christ did. Their followers, they said, go and preach the truth everywhere. So this purpose is always with us and that will never leave us. So now the thing arises, how to get it. So you can put me any questions regarding these things. I have revised those things to you. And those revisions must be taken into full considerations so that you are knowing what is what. Before you leave this place, you should have a gift in your hand, I tell you. You can become a man of actions within a moment, I tell you. There is no need to stress upon your nerves later on, I tell you. Once you decide for something, you are equally good to what you want to do. There is nothing that is hidden from you, that is within you. You are having your heritage within you. You have not to get it from outside. Everything that you need, that is within you. Only the God into action power that helps you when you are more close to it. So Master brings you more close to the right understanding, to the spiritual aspect of life that is within you. So his purpose is very unique. I tell you, Kabir has told in his book that when God heard the voice, the sufferings of human beings, humanities, he came down, that God into action power. He said, what is the problem? Then problem was created by the negative power. And he said that I have controlled all people because I have created the hell and the heaven for them. Because your children's while in the world had created a lot of wishes which concern to me. And he could get all those wishes fulfilled by himself, but he became dependent. So now in lieu of that, he has strengthened my hand. Now I have created the hell for the sinner and heaven for the pious egoist. And there is no way out. You can take the soul from my clutch. That is what the negative power. It is one of his book that is called Mansoor Sagar. Kabir Mansoor. It's a big book that is written by him. So it says, nobody can detach the soul from me. I have a very hard attachment with it. I know where to put this soul. You cannot take it back. So Kabir told, I have only one reason. I have only one way. I will change the man from his heart. So master teaching changes our heart. So that is the subject of the heart. As I told you, not of the head. So once you take everything from the heart, it will concern to you. It concerns to your consciousness. And what is there? Everything is there in the consciousness. So whatever we have forgotten, that is already there. Suppose, as for example, a house of 500 years that is lying vacant and it is locked and there is a full darkness there. Would you beat it just to get rid of the darkness? You cannot beat the darkness with rods. So all those systems which people are doing, they are doing it with rod, they are doing it forcibly, they are doing it with hatha yogas, other yogas. This is not the right way. Only there is a way. You let the light there, put the candle there. 500 years of darkness will disappear at once. It will not be there. So there is only a shortcut to our self-analysis for our Godhead, that you come over here and start going above. You always think, because your contact is there with the consciousness, guarded to action power, you will get all replies there. One time I went somewhere, they gave beautiful example, they gave beautiful versions about the Holy Scriptures. But there were a lot of students. They said, yes, please, we want this and this questions, answers to these questions. And they said, well, please, there is no time, we can send the letters to you, we can send the reply to your homes. Anyhow, my turn came afterward, and I noted down what was to be given, what was not given there. So I gave those all answers in 20 minutes. So there was one person who had organized all these things. He said, well, we would like to give you 1 hour more to speak on this subject, because you have answered all persons who already spoke in very nutshell. I said, this is a spirituality, this is a way of life. You don't want to move further, you must come back to yourself. That is my purpose. So then there was one boy, one student, he got up, I have one question with you. He gave me the chit. I said, no, you keep it in your pocket, I will give the answer. So another student stood up, he said the same thing. I have also a question, I want to solve it. I said, keep your chit with you, I will give the answer. So I asked the first student, now you have put me a question, you want to put me a question. Do you know the answer of it? He said, no, I do not know. I said, if I gave you the wrong answer, would you take it? Would you consider it? Would you appreciate it? He said, no. I said, why? He said, I do not know. I told, because the right answer is within you. He said, this is right. Without yearning, without discriminating power, even you cannot have the questions, I tell you. So this question and answers will arise when really you rise above. The question is within, the answer is also within. Because when you are conscious co-worker of the divine plan, then even you need not to search the books. All that is written in these books, that is within you. So a master power is not dependent upon the Holy Scripture. He is dependent only to give the references. Otherwise not. Because everything is within. The question is within, the answer is within. The disease is within, the remedy is also within. So the whole creation that God has created is within the man body. So it is a wonderful house we live in. So all that I have told you, that concerns to all of us.